Wargaming finally buffed the Type 5 Heavy. For many years, Type 5 Heavy was just an HP pinata, and I was always happy to see one in the enemy team. But now, it has become an absolute monster. We have armor that actually holds even against gold rounds. On top of that, an absolutely devastating gun. The highlight of the gun, 80 rounds with 130mm of penetration. Ooh, 8.7! Wait, I set him on fire! No! No! This can be it! Leo, may you pick, please? Oh. In under 5 minutes, we nearly got 10,000 damage dealt. Buffed Type 5 Heavy is a beast. With results like this, I couldn't rest before we finally achieved the 10,000 damage game. So in this video, we are going on the hunt, and along the way, I will share with you tips and explain tactics to make Type 5 Heavy work. Our adventure begins on the Fisherman's Bay, the map where most of the heavy fight happens in the city. The perfect place where armored titans brawl to see who is the best side scraper. But our goal is far greater than that, and if we want to achieve our 10,000 damage, we have to be efficient without wasting a second. Our Type 5 Heavy may reload slow and fire inaccurately, but each shot is a hammer blow. The closer we are to the enemies, the higher our chances to hit the target. But there is no point of pushing in just yet, as enemies kept making mistakes. Guys, I have 2k. I haven't even started, I have 2k. No way, 2.8. In the first minutes of this battle, our team managed to build up over 5,000 HP advantage, a clear indicator that this fight won't last much longer. Now is the time to brute force our way forward. After the buffs, the armor of the Type 5 Heavy got so strong that we can just go in and face numerous enemies at once. But the cherry on top is the gun that just slaps. This is so good! I cannot believe my eyes, guys. This gun is the best gun ever.
Moving to support your position.
Guys, I'm about to push in front of 15 enemies. And I just want to say that I have 5,000 damage and there is 22,000 HP remaining in the enemy team. With such an amazing start, we have a chance to complete our challenge in the very first battle. We just have to make sure to pan every single shot. Overmatch on the engine deck. $7.7k. I just need to go in. Guys, 9,000 damage. This was a good attempt, but we are still 1,000 damage short of our goal. With our speed, we have no chance to catch the remaining enemies. So, while the team is handling the cleanup, let me show you the first tip. If you pick around the corner with the Type 5 like this, enemies might have troubles to pen your frontal armor, but your giant cupola will be an easy target. That's why I always try to pick like this, hiding my weak spot. Knowing that we can pick right side of the cover safely, I can plan my battles ahead. For example, in our next battle on Glacier, we have two good starting positions. One is being at this corner, and another one here. But seeing how we have IS-7 AFK, and most of our team playing underside, we have to be careful. With only two slow tanks to help us, this here is a death sentence. Because once enemy push over here, I no longer can escape this way. Nor can I go this way. Because enemies from here will have side shots. And we are going to lose HP on the cross. And this is exactly why I tried to warn my mouses and suggested to play it safely. Sadly, they didn't listen.
You're trying to be strategic, and your mouses are going in.
Having insane number advantage, enemies of course pushed forward and bled our mouses heavily. Fully aware of such play, I kept my distance and patiently waited for the enemies to start making mistakes.
Oh, hello there. How we doing?
Playing with a slow, heavy tank, it's inevitable that at some point you're going to be left outnumbered on the flank. And I often see players start blaming their team for not playing in a way that benefits them. But what separates good heavy tank players is the ability to adapt. If most of our team is fighting on the other side, our job is very simple. Hold this flank for as long as possible. And this is tip number 2. If you are outnumbered, keep the distance. What you want to achieve is a situation where enemies must cross a lot of open space to get you, while you and your teammates can farm them. And this is a good example of that.
We can hold this off, we can.
Until now, we played rather safely, but now is the time to switch gears and make use of what we've learned about protecting our cupolas to finally win this flank. While on reload, we cannot defend ourselves, but if I reverse in cover, maybe my team will find a shot. With the Type 5 out of the way, we now have to deal with the one-shot FV. Seeing Hacker coming from behind, I'm getting ready by loading high explosive round.
I need help! Enemy armor is damaged.
Unfortunately, we didn't get very close to our goal
Thanks a
here,
lot.
but we've learned a valuable lesson: to keep our distance if we are outnumbered. So let's move on to Tundra, where I will also reveal my third tip. This is a very complicated map for our super heavy, and the reason behind it is very simple. Usually faster tanks will try and occupy the middle here. If I try to play the same flank, we have two scenarios. First, we will win the hill and my teammates will try and clear the rest of the enemies, leaving me behind. Or we lose the hill and now I am left in the low ground without any way to escape. That's why I want to play around one line. And this position here is just perfect for us. Of course, there is no way of knowing how many enemies will try and contest this area. If we are outnumbered, I can always play in this position and spot for the teammates sitting behind. And so, with this plan in mind, I made my way towards the first line. But that's where I realized something.
Oh man, it's very strong heavies to fight.
With so many cooldown tanks on the enemy side, we cannot do much here. For us to do damage, we either need to get closer or retreat to lure them out.
I cannot go in. We don't have an overwhelming number of teammates to support. And mouse here as well. Should I start building up distance?
Sensing the inevitable push, my instincts are screaming at me. But as my teammates circling around, some of the enemy heavies pulled back. For us, this is the perfect opening.
Support my position. Moving to cover your flank. Enemy armor is hit.
Just like this, we managed to clear this flank. Now I want to keep pushing, put the cap pressure, and reveal my third tip for you. When playing slow heavy tanks, always make sure your flanks are protected. That's why I wanted to fight on the first line, because once we started the push, these heavies had nowhere to run. But now, if I were to get greedy and try to push towards the hill, faster enemies could always drop behind and create a crossfire. That's why I want to put cap pressure instead. If enemies want to reset, they can only come from this area. No matter how strong our buffed armor is, we are still vulnerable to flanking. But as long as we keep our enemies in front of us, they stand no chance. Yet again, we had an amazing close game. We dominated the enemy heavies and win tactically. We got more than 7,000 damage, but sadly this is still quite a bit off from our target of 10,000 damage. To achieve that, we would need an absolute monster of a game. And here we are on Ruinberg. This map is perfect. Seconds after the beginning of the game, we are already next to the enemies and ready to fight. Now, all we need is a little bit of luck to hit our shots and achieve our goal. As you already guessed, I decided to play on this corner because I can hide my cupola while peeking against the enemies. But that's where a problem arrived.
Enemy is hit.
Uh-oh, that's a problem. Especially if Imbattable comes here.
With IS-7 coming close and now playing cooldown, we have to make a decision what we're gonna do next. Since we are playing in a perfect position where our biggest weak spot is in cover, I'm willing to stay for a time being, ignoring the presence of the IS-7. We are still full HP after all. Why not to take the risk?
We can only shoot close targets. We didn't even scratch them. We're immobilized. Drive on.
Luckily for me, both IS-7 and Type 5 are on reload. This gives me an opportunity to take this nasty position to create a crossfire.
Okay, my position is literally perfect right now.
Filled with the confidence, I'm not afraid picking even against the expander. Maybe he's still on reload, who knows?
Enemy is hit.
Seeing how Grilla decided to peek there, I have a present for him.
Enemy vehicle destroyed.
Nice. 5.7 damage dealt, 5.7 damage blocked. I have a directive for the gun rammer. I might have the faster reload. I am so lucky, guys. I am so lucky. But look at this! The damage is even. I could just go in and start...
With over 7,000 damage in the pocket, we're just a few shots away from reaching our goal.
this can be 10k, guys. Unless something horrible happens, this should be 10k. So lucky. The shots are landing where I need it to be.
Penetration.
This is 10k, guys.
Of course, something horrible did happen. Now all our HP is gone, and I am one shot for double shot from can opener.
Enemy armor is hit.
Luckily, he bounced. Let's try and not fumble this one. Boom, baby! Boom!
I don't think there is a chance for 11. Like, almost no chance, guys.
Penetration.
No, it will be close though. Almost, man! Almost! Nice! Guys, we had 9.9, few games later, 10.9. Hello? I had a blast playing buff Type 5 Heavy. And another tank I had fun playing with is buffed Object 140. Check out the video here. Thank you for watching.